Good morning. I woke up like an hour ago and I couldn't go back to sleep, so I'm gonna watch the news. I got some good sleep. I slept for like 5 hours straight and I had a crazy dream. And I remember the dream, so.
Trades, Santa, so get your wish list in, and of course lots of fun food to try. So of course, again, like I said, this is open today at 10 a.m. and will run until the 23rd. Back to you. All right, Claudia, can't wait for it. Thank you. When you look back, a child should never have gone through that. After reflecting on her own time in the foster care system, a woman working to help find kids normalcy in their home and school lives. We got that
Oh, that's so
story
cool.
not so long ago.
Okay, so I had this dream, right? Good morning. And the fact that I remember the dream is wild. So when I woke up, I didn't know I was dreaming. Like, that's how real it felt. So in the dream, I had a plate of food, and it was like a lot of people that I know in real life in the dream, which was really weird. So in the dream, somebody had fixed me a plate of food. So I'm gonna say I was at like a house party, but y'all know how dreams be weird. Like you can go in one room and it be like a different world or whatever like that. So I just remember somebody was fixing me a plate of food, and when they was trying to give me the plate, I couldn't get the plate. Right? It was weird. So like when they were trying to give me the plate, I couldn't get the plate. And they kept saying like, "Oh, I put your plate here. I put your plate here." And I'm like, "My plate not there." You feel me? I'm like, "Where's my plate?" So they was like, "I gave you your plate." And I'm like, "No, you didn't." So then they'll be like, "Oh, well, ask such and such." Or so like I would literally be like walking around asking everybody where my plate of food is, and I never could find my plate. So I ended up finding my plate, and it was like in the microwave or something like that. So y'all know we like in Mercury retrograde, so it's like a lot of revealing, like masks falling off. Like be mindful of people like trying to come back in your life, spin a block or whatever like that. If something not working out, don't force it. This really the time to just sit back, observe, be quiet, keep your mouth shut. So y'all know in the Bible it said that the Lord gonna feed you in the presence of your enemies, right? So when he present the table for your feast, it's gonna be in the presence of your enemies. And that's how my dream was, because I don't know who this person was that fixed me a plate. Like they just fixed me a plate, but I couldn't get to the plate because I had all those people around me who didn't need to be in my life. And the fact that I remember it in depth, because it's wild, because usually when I have a dream, I don't remember the dream. Like I'll try to be like, dang, I had a dream, but I couldn't remember what it was about. I literally remember this dream like every detail. I was going in every room trying to find my plate, and I'm like, where's my plate? Because my feast was already presented, but I had the wrong type of people around me that I couldn't get it. I finally ended up finding the plate, and it was in a microwave, which I don't really know what that meaning meant. But what I was taking from it is that, like, either I've leveled up or if you guys leveled up. Cause I do be having dreams. It's weird, cause it was like people I knew in real life and people I didn't know. So I'm gonna take like maybe it was for me or maybe it was for you guys. But I feel like that the Lord has blessed you, like you bossed up, like you've already reached a new level, and everybody can't go with you. You're gonna really have to cut some people off because they're gonna try to hold your plate back from you. Because a lot of people was like hiding my plate. It was weird, like y'all, they was hiding my plate of food. But in the dream, the metaphor was like a plate of food. Oh, buenos dias. Good morning, guys. But it was just a really weird dream. And then I woke up. I woke up at like 5:30, and I went to the bathroom. And then you know how you try to go back to sleep and think that you'll remember the dream. I couldn't go back to sleep. So when I woke up, I was like, I tried to go back to sleep to see if I can get back in that dream state, but I wasn't successful. Yeah, I got a Bible right here. He said, can you please read Mark 10:18 for us? What does Jesus say to the man? What does Jesus mean by this? What? There's too many questions, love. I just woke up, but I got you. Save it. Save that question for another time. But I got a Bible right there, though. But the dream was just really weird. It was just really weird because people in the dream was like lying, like they was trying to help me find my plate and they wasn't. And I took from that is like people gonna pretend like they're trying to help you and they want the best for you and they really don't. Um, I feel like this Mercury retrograde is like revealing a lot of stuff. So if like be mindful of like past people trying to spin a block, or like you might be getting in arguments or noticing like people switching up plans or whatever. Just kind of like don't force it, because God, rejection is God's protection. So I know we don't like rejection and we don't like when stuff don't go our way, but trust the process, because God, He gonna protect you from getting into something that can harm you. You know what I'm saying? So it was just really weird, y'all, because in the dream, I was trying my best to find that damn plate of food. Like, I swear to God, like, and think about it in real life. Like, if somebody give you a plate of food, you got your plate. You feel me? It's not gonna be handed off to 5, 6 different people before it gets to you. And then the fact that it ended up in the microwave, when I'm like, because first the guy was like, oh, I gave it to such and such. Oh, I gave it to such and such. And I would be like, and y'all know in dreams, like, everything is big. It's not like everything is crazy. So like I'm walking dumb far to go in a room and knock on the door and be like, hey, did you got my plate of food? And they like, oh, I gave it to such and such. And I gotta walk all the way over here and like call. And it was just a weird dream, but yeah, that's it. Mm. I made you yawn after you. Yawning is so contagious, Sharon. That's so funny. And we did it on the phone too. That's crazy. Like, this is how I know energy is so powerful, because the fact that you said that and like I don't know you, you don't know me, and we're just on live. That's really like how you know energy is like you got that strong energy, and that's just anybody. Because we can be on the phone talking and you can yawn, and then next thing you know I'm yawning. But that's powerful how energy is just so strong and magnetic. Double tap the screen to shut it live, so we can get more people here. Have y'all been having any weird dreams, or is it just me? What kind of dream you had? I gotta go get some gel so I can do my hair. Um, Finger curl my hair. I gotta get some gel. Darkness. What kind of darkness? Grand rising. You want to see my sideburns? That is so sweet. I want to do something like that. What's for breakfast? You're reading my mind. I was thinking that I wanted to cook breakfast, but then at the same time, I kind of don't. And I skipped dinner. I didn't eat dinner last night, so I think I do need to eat breakfast. Because I didn't eat dinner. Last time I ate was like 3 o'clock. I don't know. I could make some waffles. Not waffles. I was thinking about making like some French toast, but I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work, but I don't go to work at 10, so I don't know. Probably nothing. Probably gonna skip it. I gotta put y'all in timeout for these weird ass comments. You could probably skip a few more meals, Tubbs. Honestly, skipping meals don't make you skinny, for real. You really should eat. It's really not good to skip meals. I don't know. I just don't want to cook though. I need some eggs. I don't even have any eggs. Can you shout out my brother? Happy birthday. It's still Scorpio season. Happy birthday to all my Scorpios. Yeah, I think it's still Scorpio season. I'm a Pisces. His name is Dixon. Uh, exercise puts you in shape. Yeah, exercise and really your diet for real. I feel like fitness is really like mostly your diet. Like exercise is cool, but if your diet sucks, you're just like working like backwards. I feel like if you just like be active, like just not a couch potato, you like walk, you act, you do like physical activity, like you're active. You go to the gym like every day for an hour. You'll be alright. You feel me? Like you don't really gotta go crazy. Just stop being lazy. Good morning. Good morning, Donald. Good morning, Jerry. Yeah, y'all. That I'm still over here trying to like see like, okay, God, what am I getting from that dream? Like, and I feel like the level up is here. I feel like the level up is here, and I'm trying to get like why people was trying to hide my plate because people really can't hide your blessings. So I'm trying to figure like what does that mean? I got to reflect on that because what's for you, and if God, I mean, you could try to hide your. Oh, so that's what it meant. I just thought about it. So it's gonna mean that like I'm gonna be trying to keep my blessings quiet because okay, I got it. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna be trying to keep my blessings quiet, but I feel like everybody's gonna know what God's doing for me, and I'm gonna be trying to keep it quiet, but I feel like people gonna know. But what does that have to do with them hiding it though? Yeah, I feel like like I feel like it was the opposite. Like they was hiding the plate from me, but in reality, I'm gonna be trying to hide my blessings from them. Okay, okay, I figured it out. Cause y'all know dreams be different meanings and stuff. It don't really mean what it go in the dream. So even on the dream, they was trying to hide my plate. I feel like me personally, it's gonna be the opposite. I'm gonna be trying to hide my plate from them because I'm not gonna want them to know how much God feeding me. Okay, the level up is here, guys. Like, I swear to God, especially if you just went through like a lot of stuff, it always get worse before it get better. So if you just had came out like a trial and tribulation type vibe, you just kind of went through like a little struggle. Just know that God's gonna bless you. Like I know someone who car their motor went out. Their motor literally didn't have no oil in it. It just locked up. It was no oil in it. Why they got a new car? And quick. It was like a week later they got a new car. And I was so happy for them. And I didn't even really know them, honestly. Like I knew her nephew because I was hanging with her nephew, and her nephew used to drive her car. So when I went, he had me take him to get the car because the car had like stopped on the freeway. So he was like, Polka, can you take me? And I was like, yeah. So I had took him to try to see if he can fix it. But we realized he couldn't fix it. They had to get it towed. And in the process of that, they were having to move. Like, I think the car messed up Sunday or Monday, and they had to move out their place Thursday. So it was just a lot going on. So she was like sad and crying. And like, y'all, I just went through like a similar situation like a month ago. So I don't know. Like, I just wanted to help. And, like, when God puts stuff on your heart, like, listen because you don't know who you blessed. You feel me? Like, you really don't be knowing who you helping. And I'm not trying to say this to brag or anything. I'm really just using this as an example because, y'all, she got a new crib and a new car. And I was telling her that, like, even though she didn't want to hear it at the time, I was like, because she really was crying because, like, I'm in the car with her nephew. Like, you feel me? Like, we finna go somewhere. We handling business. And she, like, walk up to the car. And she was, like, asking me, could I take her to work? And I was like, yeah, I got you. Like, and I didn't ask for gas or anything. Like, I was just like, I don't know, I just had wanted to help her. But she texted me the other day, and I had already knew because he had told me. But he was like, she got a new car and a new crib, quick, y'all. So sometimes it's gonna get like a little rough before God bless you. Like I know we always think like we can trade our car in and get a new one, or we can quit that job and get a new one, but or we could put our 2 weeks notice in. Sometimes it go a little rocky because God finna just bless you quick. So and like her nephew, oh my gosh, like that boy be like he sent me $100 last night just because, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say like when God put on your heart to help people, like just do it because you really don't be knowing who you be helping. And like, I ain't gonna lie, like her nephew, like we didn't got locked in because he was like, yo, you really was there for my aunt. Like he was like, you don't even know her. So he was like, just because you did that, like we locked in. So yesterday he had just cashed that me $100 like out the blue, and this nigga in New York and everything, and it's crazy because like I had needed that, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like perfect timing. So this retrograde is revealing a lot of stuff right now. It's revealing like a lot of um people's intentions towards you. He said, hey, singer, rapper, artist, cook, mother, model. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm gonna pin that. I do wear a lot of hats, yo. I swear to God. Because, like, people be asking me, like, what you do, and I don't really know how to answer that. I be like, I do a lot. But, I don't know. I think I need to rest, too. I've been, y'all know I be door dashing, right? And like I'll DoorDash every day. Like I'm just, I don't know. I'm just a hard worker. Like I'm my daddy's daughter, and sometimes I'll burn myself out because I don't have to do the stuff I do. I just like money. You feel me? I feel like you could never have enough money. Like I don't care if you make 120,000 a year, and then you got to hustle and it make you 20,000 a year. That's still an extra 20,000 a year. You feel me? So I just have that mindset that you can never have enough money. And where I live is a melting pot. I live in like it be booming over here. I live by a lot of restaurants. I live by a lot of apartments, houses. I live like right off the freeway. It's like a melting pot of like it's a whole bunch of restaurants over here, gas stations. Like, so I can be in my house and it just be. And then I'm like a higher status level door dasher because I've been dashing for like 10 years. So I always get like high orders. Like they're probably always like $7 or more. So it'll just add up quick. Why is my account suspended, y'all? And I don't even know why. So, and even when I called the DoorDasher, when I called DoorDash, they said my account active. Like, he was like, "Ma'am, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Your account's active. You're good to go. You can DoorDash anytime." He's like thanking me for being like a platinum member or whatever, a gold member or whatever. And I'm like, but y'all, on my end, it's saying my account suspended. So I still was trying to DoorDash, and I was just laughing because I feel like God is just telling me to sit down because I'm still like I was trying to DoorDash like Friday, almost a week ago, and I had just got off work. I had got off work at 6 o'clock. I used to get off at 3, but I deliver like packages and stuff. So that day it was just a harder day, and I didn't get off to 6. I got off at 6. I was still trying to go DoorDash. So I'm like looking at the app, and it's just every time I would hit like dash now and then like pick how long I want to dash, it would just freeze up. So I'm like, okay. And then I was just like, all right. So then the next day I try to do it again. And I was like, same thing. So then the next day I try to do it, same thing. But then when I called and he said that my account was good, I was just like, I don't know. So I don't know who need to hear this, but I feel like God just wants us to rest right now. Like, just rest. Like, rest is important because we finna be so busy that we gonna wish we. I was off for 3 days, literally 3 days. And every day on those 3 days, I was trying to DoorDash because I don't really believe in off days. Like, I really, and you should, because in the Bible, it even said, like, Jesus rested on the Sabbath day and stuff like that. He wasn't even working every 7 days. I'm like learning more about the Bible and stuff like that. I literally got 5 books right here of Bible, like learning, and I actually started my first study Saturday. So I'm just so excited for this person I'm becoming. It just feels really good because I went to the hall. When I go to the hall Tuesday, right? And they was talking about. Um, he said, "I understand what you are saying. I work 3 jobs." Nah, I get it, Jonathan. Yeah, and it's like, where's the faith? You know, like I be good. Like stuff be paid for. I be good, and I still want to get out and do more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But I went to the hall Saturday, right? So I'm not saying I'm studying to become a Jehovah's Witness, but I'm just studying. Like, I like how they break the Bible down and make you understand it. So I went to the hall Tuesday, and when I went, they was talking about, are you a good, would you make a good partner, like a marriage mate? I think that's what they call it, a marriage mate. But basically, would you make a good husband or wife? Because we all feel like we ready for marriage and we think we'll be a good husband or wife, but a lot of us wouldn't, like. Good morning, sweet James. He said, "Good morning, Polka Polka, Grand Rising King, King James." So y'all, in the Bible, it talked about makeup and jewelry. I never knew that was in the Bible. Like, cause I didn't grow up like having to go to church and stuff like that. So I didn't know a lot of stuff that I'm learning, and it was basically talking about like wearing jewelry and makeup, and I think it said in the Bible like Jezebels wore like heavy makeup and stuff like that, and basically it was saying like beauty. I said broody. I'm so country. Beauty is inner beauty. Like no matter how physically attractive you are on the outside, what matters on the inside is most important. And you know how like you would be like, oh, his wife, she ain't all that, or his girlfriend, she not all that. I don't do that anymore. Like I used to be like that too. Like I used to be like, oh, she's not even cute, or he downgraded and stuff like that. But maybe he upgraded because I wasn't always the nicest person. Like I used to like be really attractive, but I was kind of mean. You know what I'm saying? And I had like a lot of trauma that I hadn't healed from. So anytime like if me and my ex would like break up and then like they would get another girl and I would like always look better than them, I would always be like, oh, he downgraded. But now that I'm like older and I'm like learning, I'm like, you know what? Like he probably didn't downgrade. He probably upgraded because like now that I'm like reading the Bible and learning from myself, it really doesn't matter about outer appearance. Like I think it talked about jewelry. Like you shouldn't wear like a whole bunch of jewelry. You shouldn't wear like a whole bunch of makeup. It was just crazy because the Bible really has rules in it to teach you how to live. And when you think about a man's wife, like most wives, they're either gonna be like really beautiful or just really basic, But like, even if they're beautiful, it's a basic type of beautiful. It's not. It's just a natural beautiful. Like she just got a natural beautiful face. I don't know, but it was just funny because I didn't know that. Um, he said that book is GAY. What book? But yeah, it was just weird because I'm not gonna say weird, but it was just funny because I did not know that. Like, and I love learning stuff that I didn't know before, because when they said that about like jewelry, and think about in the black community, like we're really flashy. Like we wear a lot of jewelry and chains and necklaces and like grills and earrings and rings or whatever. But a lot of millionaires like that are other races and are really wealthy, they don't dress like that. Like look at Adam Sandler. I think Adam Sandler's worth like 400 million plus dollars. I'm not gonna say he looks like a homeless man, but he's really just comfortable. Bill Gates, you know, like even like Donald Trump. Like Donald Trump, I feel like he just wears suits. He's just like he don't really be. I don't know, but my mindset is just changing because I'm learning so much different stuff that I didn't know. It's just so funny because like I think about like what I would like. January of this year, I was doing like mad 20 versus ones. And like now I'm like going to the hall. Like I'm like, oh, I'll be laughing at myself because I'm like, girl, like you always are trying to better yourself. Like regardless of like people see it or not. Because I don't really do stuff for people. Like I do it for myself. Like, but I was just sitting back thinking, I'm like, damn, girl. Like you started like January, like going to the clubs. Because I was doing like promoting. I was living in Dallas. So I was like a party promoter. So I was always like partying, like doing events or whatever like that. I was doing like a lot of content, like 20v1s and stuff like that. And then um, I remember like I didn't have sex for like 7 months. I didn't have sex from like July, I think July, August, October, November, December, January, February. And then February, like I think around Valentine's Day, I had sex. And I thought about that. I was like you did good for like 7 months, then you fell off, you fell back off. Like I was just like reflecting because the year's gonna be over, and I was like just kind of looking back from like January to where I'm at now. I'm really proud of myself because I've really like changed so much. Like I haven't been like to a party or like a bar or anything in like 3 months. That's crazy. Yeah, like 90 days. He said, "Don't do it. Please don't do it." Good morning, D Wiz. How you doing? He said, "I'm trying to be better myself by going back to school, but I'm still not even sure if this is what I want to do." I'm in school too. Yeah. I mean, do what's best for you. You know, it's really easy. It's online classes. You can do it at your own pace. Um, you know, you got 2 years, and if it take you more than 2 years, oh well. But do it at your own pace. Like even if you just do one class, you don't have to do. I think I'm taking 5 classes, but if you want to just do one class, do one class. But it's gonna be okay. I'm in school too. You know, I'm doing a lot right now. And that's what I'm saying. I work a full-time job. I go to school full-time. I take 5 classes. I still stream. This is money. Like I get money off YouTube. I get money off TikTok, Instagram, but I don't really post on there like that. So YouTube is really like my top one where I'll get like enough to like pay a few bills. You feel me? YouTube where is that? That's why I try to be consistent. Even when I say, oh, I'm not gonna go live, I'm like, damn, I need to go live because this is how I get my money. And I was thinking about it too. I'm like, you work full time, you stream, that's a job. Um, you know, being a mom, but I'm not even like a full time mom because my kids stay with their dad, but still just like traveling to go see them. And I was just sitting back thinking, I'm like, yo, you do need to rest because you do a lot. Like, and even on the days when I'm off, I'm still like focused on my own stuff, focus on this, focus on that. I'm not complaining at all. Happy birthday. Um, is it Diano? Happy birthday. Yeah, but it's gonna all pay off. I swear to God. I was just in traffic and I was like, God, I'm so happy when like all this hard work gonna pay off because I'm definitely my daddy's daughter. Like I just feel like I work so hard. Like I like and then okay, y'all know like the story of like Ruth and Boaz, how like Ruth didn't like really she wasn't necessarily like looking for Boaz, like and I'm not gonna say she needed Boaz because she was like an independent woman, hard working in the field, like doing what she had to do. But God knew that's what she needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, I swear to God, I just feel like next year my life is gonna be like a whole different life because yeah, I haven't posted on Instagram in 5 months. Like that's all I'm saying. I haven't posted on Instagram. I used to post on Instagram every day, and it's not because I haven't like been doing stuff. I've been doing a lot of stuff, but I just don't be wanting to post. Like I can get like the cutest ever, and then I don't even like care if nobody see me or not. It's so funny, like. But if you are changing for the better or becoming someone you've never been before, I'm proud of you. He said, Polka, my truth and ministry meetings tonight. I attend on Zoom. I grew up going to the Kingdom Hall. Where sweet things? That's what's up. I didn't grow up going to the hall, but my like entire family on my mom's side, they're witnesses. And my dad, he was married twice. Both of his wives were Jehovah Witnesses. So when my dad died, I stayed with my mom, and she was like an active witness. So we used to go to the hall and stuff like that. And I used to date this guy. So this is how I started back going to the hall because I used to date this guy, and he was like a witness. And one day we were in a car talking, and I was just crying. Like we were talking about something, and I was just crying. And like once I got done crying, he just was like, you need to go to the hall. And I was like, that's so sweet for him to tell me that. So that's when I started going. And he wasn't even, I think he's disfellowship, like, but he wasn't even like actively going. And I was going to the hall. So once I started going, I liked it, you know, like, and I wasn't going for like nobody else. Like, I wasn't going to see nobody talk or going because like my mom asked me. I was just going because I wanted to go, you know, like once he said that and he was like showing me scriptures and stuff, like I don't know, I love him because he's so smart. Like he's just really smart. So he was like showing me like scriptures and stuff like that, and it was like he could back up what he was saying. He was like, "Oh, I think you should go to the hall," and then he had the reasons of why. And like I don't know, I always say he reminded me of Malcolm X. Like I don't know why I put him on that pedestal, but just like he's so intelligent. Like I just love talking to him because he's just so smart. And when he talks, like if he, like we had went to the mall one time, and it was this guy. like, I'm not gonna say he was soliciting, but he was just, you know how like you go to the mall, you have like those people that like want to hand you brochures about God and stuff like that. So we were like in the mall, and the guy was like, "Hey, can I talk?" And he was like, "Yeah," and the guy was basically saying like how God is a woman, how God is a woman, and he like let the guy get everything he had to say out. Like he was just like, oh yeah, like the guy was just talking. So after like, you know, a few minutes of him getting his point across, he literally just looked and was like, but the Bible says the Father. And I just bust out laughing. Like I couldn't even keep it up. Like, I was like, yo. And I'm just sitting there like, you know, like when you get in the presence of like a man, like how you just be like no matter what they do turns you on. So I'm just sitting there like so fucking turned on because like I'm like, yo, you are a powerful MF for like he don't know how powerful he is. I'm like, yo, you are something serious, but I don't know, y'all. I'm like in the hall. It's like even like the people. I start my study with two sisters. One's named Sister Haley. She's Caucasian, and the other one is Sister Angie, which is funny because my uncle, his wife name is Angie, so I thought that was really funny. And she's African American, so I have two study with two women. Um, and I remember like being in Alabama, I always was around like black people. Thanks for the gift. I was always around black people. Oh my gosh, my eyes are so watery. And even that prayer is getting answered because I used to ask God, like, send me like a diverse group of friends. And when I went to the hall, she was like, I just happened to sit behind her. So, and I don't ever think nothing happens by coincidence because when I went to the hall, I went Sunday. It was really packed. Like the hall down here is big, it's huge, and it's packed and it's diverse. And I just looked it up online, like, cause I didn't know like the times or anything, but I knew about the website. It's like jw.org. So I went to the website and I just like typed it in. I found it, and it's like 12 minutes from my house or whatever. It's literally like one exit away. And when I went, I didn't know nobody there. You know, I'm not from here. I don't know nobody. So I just went and I just sat by myself. And she was the person I sat behind. So she was just really nice. Like she introduced stuff like that, and then we exchanged numbers. And I've been trying to find somebody to study with for like probably like 4 months now. I've been trying to like find someone to study because I had studied with my mom, but it didn't work out. And then I had studied with like my nana, but it didn't work out. So I was telling God, I was like, you know my heart, and I really want to study. I was like, but it's not working out with family. I was like, so can you send me like a stranger to study with? And he did it. So she had just asked me, she was just like, do you want to study? And I was like, she was like, no pressure. And I was like, yeah, I would actually like to study. So I actually start Saturday. And then she gave me like these books. She gave me like a Bible and like this like a story time book. And I used to read those when I was a kid because my nana used to give them to me. So yeah, I'm just excited to learn. I love learning new stuff I didn't know. It's really impressive. He said, "Get rich, my baby. Rich in spirit." That part. You feel me? Cause like once like I already see how God be blessing me now, and like I'm not even like all the way there yet. I know when I become like that woman, it's only gonna be up from here because like I be blessed now, and I'll be sinning like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So like I can only imagine like once I really like lock in. Oh my gosh! And that's what she said. She was like, when the last time you been to the hall? And I was like, a little over a month ago. And she was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, she. I was like, yeah, I go. Like, honestly, like, y'all, I be going to the hall a lot. Like, you feel me? Like, I just don't really announce stuff or whatever because, like, I ain't really trying to impress nobody. Like, I just trying to be the best version of myself. But when I stayed in Texas, I would go. One time I was in Miami on vacation. I went to the memorial, I think. I think in this assembly coming up. So I'm just excited to be making new friends and new godly friends, Jehovah type friends, you know. And it's so diverse. Like it's so diverse. Like the girl, like she was like Spanish and she had like on pants and a Gucci belt. Like, they dress so cute, Like, I just love the swag down south. Like, down south halls are different from up north halls. Like, it's just different. Buy Bitcoin, nah, facts. Um, I don't know. I'm just excited because I'm gonna be like on a nice little routine type of schedule, or whatever. All right, I'm finna go. I just wanted to go live, but I want to chill. I just want to be by myself for a little bit. All right, so if nobody told you they love you, I love you. If nobody told you they proud of you, I'm proud of you. And keep being great, okay? Like, enjoy the present. The past is dead. You'll never be back there again. And I know a lot of people not gonna like this new version of you because it's gonna mirror the work that they haven't did. But you're not doing it for you. Like, you're doing it for God. And it talked about Potiphar's wife and how I guess he had two wives, but he loved one of the wives more. And every year, like, they had this event, and the wife would like criticize her for not having kids, and she would still go every year knowing that that person was going to be there and making her cry. And she cried so bad that people would think she was drunk because that's how bad she would be in a disarray. And what I took from it was, because I remember I didn't used to want to go to the hall because I don't really like food with family like that. I just don't. I remember telling like my friend, like, cause he was like, "Oh, you should go to the hall," and I'm like, I don't really want to go to the hall. I'm like, because like I don't like being around fake people. You know what I'm saying? Like people like they just care about their image, and like I really like I can see through people. So I've always had like a gift of discernment. So like I used to be telling him like, "Oh, I don't want to go to the hall because like I don't want to like go around certain people." And he was like, "You're not going for them. You're going for Jehovah." And I'm like, that's what I took from that, because even though she knew that girl was gonna be there like taunting her, making her cry, she still went every year. So don't worry about like, oh, you don't want to go to church or wherever you go to worship because certain people gonna be there. You're not doing it for them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who needed to hear that. It probably was for me too, but yeah. So that's why I say like right now, strangers is my best bet because I don't want to fuck with people I know. And I didn't used to like new people, but now the word for this year is new, like new. So yeah. All right. Good morning, Robert. I'm doing good. How you doing? Um. All right. Love you guys. Can I be your boyfriend? Nah, I'm straight. I'm cool on dudes right now. Honestly, I swear I'm finna see how this journey finna go for me. Cause yeah, I be turning down stuff left and right. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just good. Uh, it's gonna be over for a lot of people. I blocked my favorite ex the other day, and it's crazy because I had went to Alabama and like we was on the phone for like 3 weeks, like because I was supposed to go down there like 3 weeks ago, and yeah, I remember my car was in the shop. My car was in the shop for 3 weeks. That one number God, because God be knowing your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like he just know we just got people we always fuck with and stuff like that. So I had hit him up like, hey, I'm finna be in Birmingham. He was like, all right, hit me up when you get here, da da da. I'm like, all right, bet. So when I didn't come, he had called me and was like, yo, where you at? You didn't hit me up. I'm like, oh, I didn't come, da da da. I got this going on, whatever like that. So he was like still hitting me up, checking on me to see when I was coming. I'm like, all right, cool. So when I got down there, now when he was hitting me up, he wasn't like working. I think like his job like it shuts down for like a little bit of like a few weeks every like year or whatever where they get. So he wasn't working when I was trying to come. But when I finally had ended up getting my car and stuff and I went down there, I had called him and he was at work. And now usually like I'll pull up on him at work. You know what I'm saying? That's how like locked in we used to be. Like I'll pull up on him at work. We'll come outside. Like we'll get in the car, all type of shit. You feel me? Like soul tied type shit. But I didn't force it. Like I was just like I was like, all right, just call me later when you get off, whatever like that. And I didn't have the kids yet because I think I had hit Jay up at like 6 or 7 in the morning and they were still asleep. So for like 2 hours, I didn't have nothing to do. Now, when I stayed in Dallas, I used to have to go through Bessemer and pass that way. Now, I came from North Carolina. I went through Atlanta. So when you go through Atlanta, you go through Birmingham. And my baby daddy lived in Pratt. So I never even went to Bessemer at all when I was in Alabama, which was weird because I'm from Bessemer. But I didn't go in Bessemer at all. The closest I went to Bessemer was probably like Midfield. For real, for real. Like near the Western Hill Mall type shit. Like Hardee's. I don't know if y'all familiar with Birmingham, but like that's the furthest I went. I'm saying this to say that rejection is God's protection because like um when he had got off work, he had texted me and was like asking me like I had asked him to go do something for me and he was trying to see when I wanted to do it. But by the time he had hit me up, I was busy. I had took the kids to the jump park and I was just at the jump park. They like to be at the jump park dumb long. Like I'm talking about we gonna pull a shift. I think we was in there like 6 hours. So they was not trying to leave. So I'm asking them, I'm like, y'all ready to go? Da, da, da. They like, no, no. I'm just like, all right. So I text him and yo, I'm at the jump park right now. No, I think I said, I was like, it don't matter. And then he said something. And then I was just like, well, I'm at the jump park. I was like, so I'm leaving tomorrow. He never responded, y'all. Like, he didn't say okay or nothing. He just, like, didn't respond. But I didn't, like, hit him back up neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't call. I didn't double text. Like, I just left it there because, I mean, I really wasn't trying to force it. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like it was being forced anyway. Like, I don't know. So then, I think a few days ago, I was just, like, looking for some message or whatever, and I had seen a message. And I had just, like, thought about it, and I was like, you gotta block him. Like, it's time, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's been time. Like, I was like, yo, you gotta block him. Like, and you gotta stand on it. You can't unblock him. Cause I like block him, unblock him, but I was like, you gotta stand on it. So, I don't know. But it was weird because we didn't get into it or anything. Like, and this is how I know I'm really done because when like women move on calmly, like they're done. Like when they all like rah rah crazy, and me and him, we always rah rah crazy, and I feel like he can't get that reaction. I think he used to like to do that so the sex can be better. That's just what I think. Because every time I would come down there, we would get into it. Like the first day or the day we would like get into it and then we'll have some fire at sex, you feel me? But this time, like I said, I was all calm and collected because I've been working on myself. So I don't give out the same reactions. Like people can say something crazy to me and I just might be like, I just let me know or okay or whatever like that. I'm not like really hot headed anymore. Cause he had said something and he was just like, that's not his business. Cause remember I had asked y'all to have him do something. He was like, what time you want to go do it? And I was like, it don't matter. And he was like, how it don't matter? That's not my business. And I was like, I would have got mad at me like, bitch, what you mean that's not your business? Da 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 da. But I didn't do that. I was just like, well, I'm at the jump part anyway right now. So, it was just funny, but uh, a lot of things just gotta get cut off for good this time. Mm. But alright, y'all. He said poverty don't cause. He said your grammar is horrendous. Ice, ice, baby. Alright, y'all. Have a good day. Love you. Bye.